Welcome to the world of the wild side.
The biggest combat sports organization on the planet is taking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to a whole new level.
It's rounded.
No one can just run away anymore.
16 of the best grapplers in the world have come to Las Vegas for a tournament unlike any other.
So stoked right now.
Guided by 2 superstar coaches, 5-time world champion Mikey Musumeci.
Yes, yes, yes!
And 2025 Pan Am's champion Harrison Gabriel.
This is your opportunity to become a world champion.
It will push them to the limit.
That kid's arm is...
And in the end, 2 men will become the first ever world champions in their division and launch a new era in combat sports.
The matches were the most exciting matches I've ever seen in my life. It's violent, it's scary, it's crazy.
This is UFC BJJ, Road to the Title.
UFC Fight Club. Become a UFC Fight Club member now. UFC Fight Club members are the first to get pre-sale ticket access to UFC live events. Get exclusive member benefits, first access to tickets, dining deals, travel credits and discounts, UFC gym access, surprise perks, free ticket giveaways, and much more. Sign up at UFCFightClub.com.
All action in Las Vegas. International Fight Week. It's going to be nuts. 3 championship belts on the line, and champions will be crowned.
This is the first man Dana White saw the inspired power slap.
Oh, darling, my God!
But the Hawaiian Hitman going to try and get revenge for his brother. The king is back. The very first champion in 2 different divisions.
The light heavyweight title is on the line. Toughness is going to be the difference.
Expect a very explosive matchup.
They have some things to prove. The biggest stars in power slap.
Oh, I'm not safe.
Coming to you from the beautiful Fountain Blue Las Vegas, where history will be made.
June 14th, UFC is back in Atlanta with top 10 welterweights in the spotlight. Former champion Kamaru Usman returns to the octagon against iconic knockout artist Joaquin Buckley. Plus, flyweight fireworks between 2-time strawweight champ Rose Namajunas and dynamic striker Miranda Maverick, and much more on ESPN and streaming on ESPN+.
Sugar Sean O'Malley.
He is a sniper, a master at knocking people unconscious.
He's an absolute killer. And this is the toughest opponent he's ever fought.
Rob Dvalishvilli is a mauler. Incredible when you watch him melt guys. He's a machine. He literally is.
Dvalishvilli is going to wrest the title away.
And
We will see that rematch.
You treat me like the enemy.
Sean O'Malley. Bring him here right now.
Let's go.
Rob Dvalishvilli. He's one of the best pound-for-pound fighters on the planet. Sugar Sean O'Malley.
legit knockout power.
Try to bring me down, this is KC.
The queen is home, and she's coming for that gold.
Kayla Harrison.
She's such a beast. Juliana Pena.
She's the best bantamweight in the world.
This is my belt. Come and get it.
2 championship showdowns. UFC fans, we'd like to welcome you to the ceremonial weigh-in for UFC 316, Dvalishvilli versus O'Malley 2. Saturday night, the combat sports leader comes correct with a massive championship doubleheader from the Brick City. In the main event, undisputed bantamweight champ Merab the Machine Dvalishvilli makes the second defense of his title, and it comes in a rematch with the division's former king, Sugar Sean O'Malley. Plus in the co-main event, title stakes as well, as the Venezuelan vixen Juliana Pena begins her second reign as champion against the vaunted two-time Olympic judo champion Kayla Harrison. And we've also got a featured bout in the middleweight division, the rebooking between Kelvin Gastelum and Joe Pyfer. We would like to thank our UFC sponsor, Prime Hydration, the official sports drink of UFC. And on behalf of UFC and On Location, we send a special welcome to our UFC VIP experience guests joining us today here in Newark, New Jersey. We hope to see all of you once again for the live action at The Rock tomorrow night. And now to MC the ceremonial weigh-in for UFC 316. Here is Joe Rogan.
What's happening, Newark? Welcome to the weigh-ins. Having a nice round of applause for Chrissy and Fred. Hunter Campbell's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Shelby, matchmaker extraordinaire. We got a fantastic card for you, folks. We're kicking things off in the lightweight division. Markel Medeiros versus Mark Troitsky. First up on the scale, Mark Troitsky, official weight 155. And his opponent, Markel Medeiros. Official weight 155. First fight of the night, ladies and gentlemen, Markel Medeiros and Mark Troitsky. The next fight is also in the lightweight division. Quillen Salkillen versus Yanal Ashbush. First up on the scale, Yanal Ashbush, official weight 155. And his opponent, Quillen Salkillen. Official weight 156. Yanal Ashbush and Quillen Salkillen. The next fight takes place in the featherweight division. Jeka Saraki versus Jun Sang Yu. First up on the scale, Ju Sang Yu, official weight 145. And his opponent, Jeka Saraki. Official weight 145. Jeka Saraki and Ju Sang Yu. The next fight is the featured bout in the women's flyweight division. Ariana Da Silva versus Wong Tong. Official weight 125. And her opponent, Ariane da Silva. Official weight 132. She has missed weight. Wong Tong and Ariane da Silva, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we move to the ESPN prelims. We kick things off in the welterweight division. Chaos Williams versus Andreas Gustafsson. First up on the scale, Andreas Gustafsson, official weight 170. And his opponent, Chaos Williams. Official weight 170. Andreas Gustafsson and Chaos Williams, ladies and gentlemen. The next fight takes place in the heavyweight division. Sergey Spivak versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. First up on the scale, Waldo Cortez Acosta, official weight 265. And his opponent, Sergey Spivak. Official weight 251. Sergey Spivak and Waldo Cortez Acosta, ladies and gentlemen. The next fight takes place in the light heavyweight division. Amzad Mirzakhanov versus Brandon Hibero. First up on the scale, Brandon Hibero, official weight 205. And his opponent, Azamad Mirzakhanov. Official weight 205. Azamad Mirzakhanov and Brandon Hibero, ladies and gentlemen. Official weight 125. Joshua Mann and Bruno Silva, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we move to the main card. Live on pay-per-view, we kick things off in the welterweight division. Vicente Luque versus Kevin Holland. First up on the scale, the Trailblazer, 170. And his opponent, Vicente Luque. Official weight 170 for the Silent Assassin. Kevin Holland and Vicente Luque, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's so serious? It's not a good look.
The next fight takes place in the bantamweight division. Mario Bautista versus Pachi Mix. First up on the scale, Pachi Mix, official weight 135. And his opponent, Mario Bautista. Official weight 135. Pachi Mix and Mario Bautista, ladies and gentlemen. The next fight takes place in the middleweight division. Kelvin Gastelum versus Joe Piper. First up on the scale, Joe Piper, official weight 185. And his opponent, Kelvin Gastelum. Official weight 185. Joe Piper and Kelvin Gastelum, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's take a closer look at the two women involved in the co-main event of the evening.
I am that perfect style of fighter to be able to stand my ground and slug it out.
This woman is relentless, nasty, mean, and truly believes that she is the bantamweight queen.
The way that I would summarize my UFC career is not to be counted out. A lot of people think that I'm a layover. They think they're going to walk all over me, and then they have different sentiments once that cage door closes.
The way that she attacked Amanda Nunes, I still believe that she pulled off the single biggest upset in UFC history.
I am not a fighter who moves backwards. I'm a fighter that only goes forward.
That is it! Juliana Pena shocks the world! Wow!
Tuck my chin, bite down on my mouthpiece, and punch as hard as I can in order to get the victory. And I just knew that I had that in me from day one.
One of the straight meanest men or women to ever compete in mixed martial arts.
She's such a beast.
I truly believe that she doesn't want it as much as I do.
What else can you say about Olympian Kayla Harrison? As far as elite athletes go in combat, they don't come much better than her.
I feel like judo was definitely my first love, but MMA is my true love. All of these moments of my career, of my life, have been leading to this moment. This is what I was born to do.
When she got into the UFC and just ragdolled Holly Holm in her first fight, it was inevitable. This woman was going to become a star.
It was probably one of the most peaceful fights I've ever had. I just knew I was walking my path and I was exactly where I was supposed to be.
Oh, great joke.
There's the tap! How about it? Kayla Harrison!
She is such an elite athlete at a level that is so above most.
Listen, I'm not ducking anybody. I'm not running from anybody. I came to the UFC because it's the best organization in the world. And on June 7th, we're gonna find out.
At the end of the day, how are you going to beat me, Kayla? The last time I fought Olympic medalists, I put him to sleep.
There's the tap! Juliana Pena submits Sarah McMahon!
I'm getting paid to have fun right now. I'm getting paid to put an elbow right through her skull.
Oh!
Her ground and pound is nasty.
It really is. She is so strong on top.
I hate that this broad just gets to steal all the shine.
Total domination on the ground from Pena.
I think I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna instill my will, I'm gonna break her down. Yeah, gonna beat the shit out of her.
When those muscled up arms get all cramped out, I'm gonna be right here breathing on her neck, right in her face.
The queen is home, and she's coming for that gold!
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for all the marbles for the women's bantamweight title. Introducing the challenger, two-time Olympic gold medalist, Kayla Harrison. Official weight, 135 for the challenger. And her opponent, the reigning, defending, undisputed women's bantamweight champion of the world, Juliana Pena. Official weight, 135 for the champion. All right, I'm here with the challenger, Kayla Harrison. Kayla, huge opportunity for you tomorrow, an amazing fight. Give us your thoughts on your opponent, Juliana Pena, and what this all means to you.
Yeah, Juliana is great, but tomorrow she's dead. This is for God, for my country, for my family, and for me.
Good luck to you, ma'am. We'll see you tomorrow night. Kayla Harrison, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with the champ, two-time champ, ladies and gentlemen. Juliana, this is a huge challenge for you, but I know you love a challenge. Give us your thoughts on what it means to fight Kayla Harrison and to defend your belt once again.
Listen, I'm a dangerous fighter. The last time you guys counted me out, you all took it up the you-know-what. At the end of the day, I have 3 paths of victory. Off of my back, off of the cage, and on my feet. And you guys are all gonna find out what happens tomorrow night. Can't wait.
Juliana Pena, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Good luck to you. All right, and now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a closer look at the 2 men involved in the main event of the evening.
Oh my goodness. Rob is beating him up, man.
Goddamn.
We have just seen him do this to so many people.
He's just so smothering. Sean's got to do something to get his respect.
Ready for more?
It sucks, losing sucks, and people hate to hear the excuses, but you know, I went in there pretty compromised. 10 weeks before the fight, I tore my labrum. You know, I still went in there truly believing I could beat Merab. You know, I snapped his head back with a couple left hands.
Oh, nice advance to the left hand, and now a knee.
Landed a lot of body shots.
Oh, he hurt him. He did it again. I think he hurt him again.
I believe I don't end up on my back for as long as I did, and purely going off of damage, I win that fight.
Everyone who watched this fight, everybody knows that I win the fight and dominate this guy. But I'm giving him chance again because of he was complaining like he was injured. And I gotta make sure I will make him humble again.
This guy's Dvalishvilli. He's a machine. He literally is. The pace of Merab is something to behold. He just melts you with pressure. His freestyle wrestling is absolutely elite.
Merab Dvalishvilli has broken George St. Pierre's record for the most takedowns in UFC history.
He's just a different animal.
He's a nightmare for just about everybody in this weight class.
You know, I learned a lot from that fight. I had surgery. I quit smoking weed. Done with social media. I want to dedicate everything I have to the sport, you know, and go out there and beat Merab. The fact that I lost that fight is going to make it that much sweeter when I go out there and beat him this time.
The walk-off KO! The Sugar Show!
He has to be locked in. He has to be dialed in. He still knows how dangerous I am.
That'll do it! The Sugar Show! On top of the world!
His game plan wasn't working first time and nothing will change.
He hurt with a right hand!
This will be a completely different fight. I know I can put his lights out.
I'm ready for the war. I'm gonna knock him out or I'm gonna TKO him on the ground.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing the challenger, the former champion, Sugar Sean O'Malley. Official weight 135 for the challenger. And his opponent, the reigning, defending, undisputed Bantamweight champion of the world, Merab the Machine Dvalishvilli. Official weight 134 for the champion. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the challenger, the former champion. Sean, I know you've made some significant changes. You've had your surgery on your labrum, you refocused. What is it like coming into this fight as a challenger, and what does this rematch mean to you?
Too sharp, too fast, too focused, and new.
Good luck to you, sir. We'll see you tomorrow night. Sugar Sean O'Malley, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with the champion. How about some love for the machine, people? Come on. Merab, another opportunity to defend your belt against the man you took it from. Give us your thoughts on what goes down tomorrow night.
Tomorrow won't be kissing. I'm gonna smash this guy and still.
Good luck to you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you all tomorrow night. Thank you very much for coming to the weigh-ins.
Treat me like the enemy.
Sean O'Malley, bring him here right now.
Let's go.
Dvalishvilli.
He's one of the best pound-for-pound fighters on the planet.
Sugar Shot O'Malley.
Legit knockout power.
Try to bring me down, that's a scary scene.
The queen is coming for that fall.
Kayla Harrison.
She's such a beast.
Juliana Pena!
She's the best bantamweight in the world.
This is my belt. Come and get it.
2 championship showdowns. From the bow and arrow and billionaire strut to a style-bending dance and T-City executioner, there are tons of ways to walk out to the octagon. And on DraftKings Sportsbook, there are just as many ways to bet on the big fight. Props, spreads, same-game parlays, over-unders, futures, and even live betting during the fight. Not doing a walkout, guys. DraftKings, the best place to bet UFC. New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. The crown is yours.
Welcome to the world of the wild side.
The biggest combat sports organization on the planet is taking Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to a whole new level.
It's rounded.
No one can just run away anymore.
16 of the best grapplers in the world have come to Las Vegas for a tournament unlike any other.
So stoked right now.
Guided by 2 superstar coaches, 5-time world champion Mikey Musumeci.
Yes, yes, yes!
And 2025 Pan Am's champion Harrison Gabriel.
This is your opportunity to become a world champion.
It will push them to the limit.
That kid's arm is...
And in the end, 2 men will become the first ever world champions in their division and launch a new era in combat sports.
The matches were the most exciting matches I've ever seen in my life. It's violent, it's scary, it's crazy.
This is UFC BJJ, Road to the Title.
The bow and arrow and billionaire strut to a style-bending dance and T-City executioner, there are tons of ways to walk out to the octagon. And on DraftKings Sportsbook, there are just as many ways to bet on the big fight. Props, spreads, same-game parlays, over-unders, futures, and even live betting during the fight. Not doing a walkout, guys. DraftKings, the best place to bet UFC. New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. The crown is yours.